Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, Average Crew! Here to bring you some Christmas joy is an Italian and a Jew. Matt and Robbie will be in control of the sleigh ride today, bringing you 48 joyful tidbits that will make your holiday spirit scream hooray. Tuck your stockings in, it may be a bumpy ride, but please sit back, relax. Just don't forget to hit subscribe.
The original Rudolph did not have a red nose. In that day, red noses were seen as an indicator of alcoholism, and the creator did not want Rudolph to look like a drunk.
Over the years, other reindeer have been name-checked on Santa's sleigh team, such as Flossie, Glossy, Racer and Pacer, Scratcher, Feckless, Ready, Steady, and Fireball.
It is a popular Japanese tradition to spend Christmas Eve eating in KFC. Customers usually have to book their seats up to 2 months in advance for those crispy wings. Speaking of crispy wings, before turkey, the traditional Christmas meal in England was a pig's head and mustard.
You may have heard about the Day of the Dead at Halloween, but have you heard about the Night of Radishes? In Mexico, carved radishes are proudly displayed throughout the holiday season. Iceland Christmas traditions celebrate with 13 Santas, taking turns visiting the houses while an old lady kidnaps all the naughty children.
Different representations for Santa Claus around the world include Christkindl in Germany, Le Befana, the Witch in Italy, Père Noël in France, and Deushka Moroz in Russia.
In South Africa, eat deep-fried caterpillars on Christmas Day. There's a town in Sweden that burns a straw goat to the ground on Christmas. Julbuk, the huge Christmas goat, has been burned each Christmas since the 1960s.
There are 2 islands in the world named Christmas. One located in the Pacific Ocean and the other in the Indian Ocean, northwest of Australia.
In Germany, Hilsaband, or Christmas Eve, is said to be a magical time when the pure in heart can hear animals talking.
In 1914, during World War I, there was a Christmas truce in the trenches between the British and the Germans. They exchanged gifts, played football together, and decorated their shelters.
Instead of stockings, many countries, including France, Germany, Spain, and the Netherlands, will leave their actual shoes out to be filled with gifts and sweets. As Christmas tradition, the eldest man in a Slovakian household gets to throw food at the ceiling. He takes a spoonful of laksa pudding and whips it overhead.
In Poland, spiders are considered to be symbols of prosperity and goodness at Christmas times, often using spiders and spider webs as Christmas tree decorations. Speaking of Christmas tree decorations, it is believed that Germany initiated the tradition of Christmas trees, inventing tinsel as far back as 1610. It was originally made with real silver. Ooh.
The Rockefeller Christmas tree started small, one that resembled Charlie Brown's, but each year it has grown to become the 25,000 twinkling light tree it is today.
In 1901, Christmas trees were banned by President Teddy Roosevelt due to environmental concerns.
The first artificial Christmas tree wasn't a tree at all. It was created out of goose feathers that were dyed green. The top 6 Christmas tree producing states are Oregon, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Washington, and Wisconsin.
A fantastic way to recycle your Christmas tree is to donate it to the zoo. Many animals will eat or play with the trees. Franklin Pierce was the first president to place a Christmas tree in the White House.
The tallest Christmas tree ever displayed was in Seattle, Washington. It measured 221 feet tall.
The Statue of Liberty was gifted to the U.S. by the French on Christmas Day in 1886. Weighing in at over 230 tons, our lovely Lady Liberty can be considered the largest Christmas present in the world. White Christmas, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Winter Wonderland, The Christmas Song, and I'll Be Home for Christmas were all written or co-written by Jewish people. White Christmas, incidentally, is the best-selling Christmas song ever. Eat Your Heart Out, Mariah Carey. It has sold for over 100 million copies worldwide. Jingle Bells was composed by James Piermont in Massachusetts. It was originally written, however, for Thanksgiving, not Christmas.
The reason we give presents during Christmas is to symbolize the gifts given to Jesus by the 3 wise men.
The Christmas wreath was originally hung as a symbol of Jesus. The holly represents his crown of thorns, and the red berries, the blood he shed. How lovely.
Even with all the holiday cheer, the 2 weeks before Christmas is one of the 2 most popular times for couples to break up.
America's first batch of eggnog was made in the Jamestown settlement in 1607. The name comes from the word grog, meaning any drink made with rum.
When it comes to Christmas dinner, ham takes the cake as the most popular protein served each year.
Coca-Cola was the very first company that used Santa Claus during the winter season for promotion during 1931. And speaking of jolly old Saint Nick, our favorite bearded icon was inspired by a real person. Saint Nicholas of Myra, known as Nicholas the Wonder Worker, lived during the Roman Empire from 270 to 343 AD. The very first Christmas was celebrated on December 25th, AD 336 in Rome, whereas the United States declared Christmas an official holiday on June 26th, 1870.
Christmas used to be illegal. Alabama was the first state in 1836 to allow Christmas. Oklahoma was the last state in 1907.
Hallmark introduced their first Christmas cards in 1915.
Americans purchase 1.6 billion Christmas cards every year. Visa cards are used about 6,000 times every minute during the Christmas season.
Christmas season sales account for almost 1/6 of all retail sales in the United States annually. Pow pow, pow, pow. Almost 28 sets of Legos are sold every second during the Christmas season.
In 1980, the highest selling Christmas toy was a Rubik's Cube for $1.99.
If you gave all of the gifts listed in the 12 Days of Christmas song, it would equal 364 gifts. Santa would need to travel 650 miles per second to complete gift deliveries on Christmas Eve. That is faster than the fastest thing I can think of. Remarkable. Christmas decorating sends nearly 15,000 people to the ER every year.
More than 400,000 illnesses are caused by spoiled Christmas leftovers each year. The majority of Americans celebrate Christmas. It is estimated that around 90% of America worships the Fat Man.